AmiAmi sent me a lucky box. So if you don't know what a lucky box is, it's basically a blind box, a gacha box, if you will. And it's filled with random stuff. In this case, it's actually figures. They pretty much just sent this to me as a collaboration promotion for them, which I'm happy to do since I've been buying from them for over 10 years now. We also do have my last 2 figures from December. We're gonna open those too, because why not? We got the AmiAmi card. Happy New Year. Oh yes, my favorite type of figure. Chicks with swords. Alright, now for the main event, let's see what AmiAmi sent. So they sent a little 2026 AmiAmi calendar. Very adorable. You got Amiko on the front there. I can already tell you what one figure is. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's Atago's swimsuit figure from Alter. Now, if you're a longtime viewer of the channel, you'll know back in the day, I actually bought 3 of these when they initially released. Some of you guys might be thinking, why 3? Well, first, it was because of a dumb bet that I had with a friend because he didn't think I would buy 3. Well, I proved him wrong. But second, it was a different time. I didn't have to pay additional custom fees on packages, and also figures were a lot cheaper back then. Swimsuit Rappy, classic vacation version. Number 3, a gear from Azur Lane, her China dress version, which I already own, but I haven't actually opened it yet. So you know what, that gives me a good excuse to open it in this video too. Now the last one, I actually don't know what it is, but judging from the quick glance here, it's a bunny figure, I think. Oh, never mind. I saw the side. I know who it is. Let's bring these all back to the table and we'll unbox them there. Alright, so I guess first things up, we'll talk about classic Rappy. Honestly, a fantastic swimsuit figure, especially for the price point. If you want to pick her up, I'll leave a link down below the description if she's still in stock. Of course, if you want Red Hood Rappy, probably pre-order that one. But this one's still a pretty good figure. If you want to check out the unboxing I did for this figure, as well as 2 other Nikkei figures, I'll leave the video down below. Now, you might be asking yourself, what am I going to be doing with the figures that I actually already own that they sent? I'm most likely going to do a giveaway for them. I don't need extra copies, let's be real here. But I'll be sure to let you guys know whenever that happens. And then we have, of course, Atago for Azur Lane. Actually, you know what? Hold on, give me a second. I went to grab the one I had in my closet already because, like I said before, I did buy 3 of them back in the day. Yeah, the box is pretty much the exact same. So, again, this is a really fantastic swimsuit figure. So if you're a big Atago fan, get this one. Then we have a gear, of course, from Azur Lane. This is my own copy. The other one is right here still. And then here is a figure that I was not expecting. This came entirely out of left field. So we have Reno Kobayashi from Shogugeki, 1/4 scale bunny figure. Shogugeki was one of my favorite manga series back in the day. If you gave me this figure like 9 years ago, I would have been ecstatic. Now I wasn't gonna open this, but since this is the only figure that I don't have, I might as well open it so I can show you guys what it looks like. Oh man, she is huge. She is a 1/4 scale. Oh my good God. So we have the base here. What can I say? Pretty standard fare for a 1/4 bunny, I guess. Just a matte black base. So 2 additional bunny ears. They got placeholders for the bunny ears. So we can probably just plop those here. This onto the base. All right, so her right foot is quite hard to get in. I don't really want to push it in all the way because I'm scared that I might not be able to get it off if I do. But there you have it. That is Reno. I mean, for a bunny figure, pretty standard fare, especially from Freeing. I mean, you know, sculpt work is decent, good facial expression, sexy pose. I like the purple. And Reno is a pretty hot character. So, I mean, there you have it. Let's get the back half off first. Oh, the base is quite big. Now she is sitting down, so I don't know if you'll need the base or you can just put her on any surface you want. Okay. Huge table, matte finish. Feels decently sturdy, but not that sturdy. Then you get the pot that just has a bunch of smoke coming out of it. Nice. I'm assuming that goes right on the table like this. How the heck are you supposed to get this out? Oh, that feels dangerous. We have an additional piece of hair. I think this is supposed to go right here for the floor. Then we have one of her high heels. Then we have her little paintbrush. I thought this was a pipe initially, but it's a paintbrush. Her hair goes in like that. There's an indentation on the table for her cheeks. So, you know, just line that up there. And there's also a peg on the table for a little peg hole in her hair. I can't seem to get it in. I don't know if this is just my unit, but if you connect the hair on the table to the peg, the bottom portion here is gonna lift up. So if that bothers you, probably best to not connect it to the table. Although you could probably use a hair dryer and heat this up so you can bend the plastic down a little bit more. Obviously be careful if you plan to do that. Then on the brush, there is a little peg that goes right directly in her thumb. So this is quite a tight fit here, but I think it's doable. Then you can put the heel on her toe here. And there you go, that is a gear. Her Golden Dragon Among Auspicious Clouds version from any game. Now, she retailed for about 24,000 yen, I think, which is not a bad price. Generally speaking, I do like how she turned out. Sculpt work is pretty good. Good legs, good toes. If you like stockings and feet, this is definitely one to pick up. Love the outfit. Hair detail is good. I do like the gradient that they went with for the hair. On the upper portion, it's kind of like a gray color, and then as you go lower, it gets more white. Pose is great. I'm a big fan of crossed legs, especially when you have legs that look as good as this. Now back to the question, do you need the base? Kind of. So if I try to lean her off of this table here, she falls forward. Her thighs are a little bit too thick and heavy, so she does fall forward. Unless you're putting her somewhere where her dress can actually touch the ground, you're not gonna be able to put this on like every surface you want. So this portion has to touch the floor. So I guess if you can make that happen, then you don't really need the base. Oh, which by the way, congrats to all the people who are finally playing Kai no Kiseki, or Trails Beyond the Horizon. Never thought I'd see the day, but we're actually caught up on releases now. But yeah, we finally got one of my favorite characters from the series. Oh my god, just look at her, bro. I love her outfit. Now, I'm pretty sure Kotobukiya did do an extra faceplate for this one. Now, I don't buy from Kotobukiya's store, so most of the time I miss out on the bonuses. Although for some odd reason, they let other stores have Yoshua's. Like, I ordered him from AmiAmi, and I got the bonus faceplate for Yoshua, but that's the only Trails figure that they've done that for, and I find that incredibly weird. For those of you guys who are still playing Trails Beyond the Horizon, let me know what you think of the ending. You guys are going to be under the torment I've already been feeling for over a year and a half now. So we have her Odachi, beautiful silver color. I mean, she is known as the Divine Blade of Silver, so. Practitioner of the Black God One Blade style. Oh, I guess I forgot to talk about the base. It's like a thin piece of acrylic with some cherry blossoms. We have the bottom half of her sheath with some cherry blossoms on them as well. Very nice. And then we have Shisuna herself. Her head does come off. Let's get her assembled. Smooth fit. Put this on the bottom. There you go. Put her Odachi in. That is Shisuna. Of course, you can expect standard Kotobukiya quality here. Pretty solid all around. Her outfit, of course, is pretty well detailed. Really nice looking patterns. Love the white jacket. I really like the detailing on the sword too, if you look up real close. Great pose. I mean, that is the stance she kind of takes when she's going into battle. Overall, I'm pretty satisfied with Shisuna. You did a good job. Last up, one of my most anticipated figures for 2025. Eula from Genshin Impact. I'm pretty excited for this one. I've been waiting for a Eula figure ever since she came out in Genshin. Now, I don't play Genshin anymore, but y'all know I still had to get her figure. So the only other Genshin character I'm waiting for a figure to buy is Yelan. Other than that, I probably won't collect Genshin. This is a 1/7 scale made by Wonderful Works. I forget exactly how much this retailed for. I think it was like 30,000 yen, somewhere around there. All right, so we have her cape here. A bit transparent. You got a couple of snowflakes on there. Pretty cool. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I like that. You just got huge chunks of ice spewing out of the ground. Yeah, nice blue color. Super sick. You got a huge plastic support rod. I hate it when figures come with these, but they're kind of a necessary evil, so I'm assuming this is for the cape. Of course, you got her gigantic ice claymore here. It actually has her hand attached to it. Oh my goodness. The hip to waist ratio on this figurine is insane. So her foot goes right into the base, like there's a little peg hole on the back of her shoulder. You just pop that in. Then you can slide her arm back on. Okay, so her hand does come off. We can put in the other one. And there you have it. That is Eula from Genshin Impact 1/7 scale from Wonderful Works. They did a fantastic job with this one. Of course, the figure is based off of the splash art in game, and they pretty much created it 1-to-1, with the exception of the ice effects. I really love the pose for this. She's giving off that really elegant look. First, the base. It's not super big, but a good chunk of ice with icicles sticking out. Eula is a very tall girl, of course, and with tall girls, you get really tall, beautiful, long legs. And they look great here. Good job on the proportions. Absolutely insane on this figurine. God damn. And of course, her cheeks are pretty well defined as well. In terms of facial sculpt, excellent. It looks perfect. I got no complaints there. Nice, sharp, well-defined bangs with a good amount of strands. I like all the little accessories that are attached to her outfit. These belts that wrap around her thighs. On the back, you do got a revealing diamond-shaped cutout. Her right shoulder is super sick as well with the amount of detail here. Like you have the vision with the cryo symbol in there. That is super sick. The weapon's cool too. It's not as cool as if it would have been like an actual metal weapon instead of this transparent ice one. So what did I pick this up for? 27,000 yen? I think for that price, this is an excellent pickup, especially if you're still a huge fan of Genshin. Like, you're definitely eating good with this figure. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, thanks to AmiAmi for sending out the lucky box. Again, I'll most likely be giving away those 3 figures. I just don't know when. Stay tuned. Now, if you excuse me, I have to pack up this big girl again.